Hi guys, EBPMAN with tabletsforme.com, and today we're going to do an unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch phone from Sprint. Well, that was a mouthful. This is a new phone available today at Sprint from Samsung. It's actually being released in multiple carriers, so you will be able to get access to similar versions at both Verizon and AT&T. Let's see what's in the box. One of the things that I'll point out as I was looking at this box, as far as the contents are, it comes with some of the standard components. Obviously the phone itself, the battery, the AC adapter, and the USB cord. We do have some miscellaneous stuff like the manuals and whatnot. But one of the things I did see missing off of this list is the fact that there is no SD card. When we did the review for the Droid Charge from Samsung, it included a 32 gig SD card, which was quite generous, you have to say. But there is no SD card with this phone. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in the box. So we have our Galaxy class phone. We have, and put this aside, we have the, obviously the paperwork that comes with it. And inside the box we have our AC adapter and then our USB cord. So nothing really exciting, but still, that's what's inside the box. So let's take a look at the phone now. So I'll put this back together, put it aside. And here's our phone, and I actually, since everything nowadays gets compared to the iPhone, I do have it next to an iPhone. And one of the things that you'll notice is that from a thickness perspective, let's move it over here, they're almost the same. The Samsung Galaxy is a tad bit taller, just a tad bit taller. If we were to put it this way, I think you'll be able to see. It's a tad bit thicker than the actual iPhone 4. Now, while it's a little bit thicker, it is ginormous when it comes to size. So if we were to compare the two phones side by side, put it next to each other, you'll notice how much larger this phone is, how much wider, and also how much taller it is. So it's a taller phone. Both of these phones are completely off. So let's see how fast they'll boot. And again, this is a cold boot. Phones are not on standby. The phones are fully off. So what we'll do is we will turn both of these phones on by pressing the power button. So here's our power button for the Epic, and then here is our power button for our iPhone. So let's go ahead and press them both simultaneously and see how long it takes for both of them to start. Apple logo, Samsung logo. Keep them side by side and see who's the winner. Startup page, and the phone's on. So wow, that's pretty impressive. So compared to the Apple, which is still starting up, the Galaxy phone is already on. It is doing some scanning for the media card that's inside, but you notice it's really blown away the iPhone 4 when it comes to boot time. We're still waiting for the iPhone 4 to start up, so we'll give it a couple seconds and see how long it's going to take for the iPhone 4 to catch up. Again, this is code boot, just comparison. Now we're ready with the iPhone. One of the things that you could argue is that while the iPhone is now on, there was some media scanning and things going on with the actual Samsung, but the reality is that wouldn't prevent you from actually using the phone, navigating the internet, or making a phone call. However, once again, the iPhone was slower. Another thing let's just take a look at some of the components of the phone. So as we showed a couple seconds ago, here is your power button. You have your volume rockers, right? You have also, looks like this is kind of a maybe a mic, or it couldn't be a mic. It's we'll have to see what that little thing is right there, that little notch. We also then have over here your headphone jack. We have down here your charging port. So you see that? That's your charger. Your mic is definitely there. You have a speaker. It's an 8 megapixel camera with a flash, and this is something that we'll need to find out what that is. Maybe it's another area for sound to come out. We'll have to look and see what that area is all about. The other thing that we'll notice with this is that there are no physical buttons. So unlike the iPhone that has that physical button here, there's no physical button. These are actually just illuminated buttons that as you touch actually will show up on the screen. Let's go out of there. So this is kind of a view. Oh, let's do one more thing before we finish. Let's see where the SD card is. So I'll pop this out. It's pretty easy to pop out. You just put your nail right here, pop it back. You don't have to worry about breaking anything. And what you'll see is you have your SD card right here. So the good thing is that it's not behind the battery. It's right on the side, so that makes it pretty accessible. The bad thing is that it requires a cover. Now the cover, if we look at the cover for a second, does have a texture. I hope you can see that right there. So there's a texture to it, but it is plastic. It's kind of flimsy. It has some notches that are right here. These are the ones that kind of guide the case backing into the phone. So we'll just slide it in first like that and push it down. So that's how you get it back on. And all in all, it's a nice phone. One of the things I will mention about the phone is that it is a light phone. It is significantly lighter than the actual iPhone. It is obviously significantly larger. In comparison to my Evo 4G, the 4G phone is significantly heavier, the HTC Evo, than this phone. This phone does have, with the I guess you can call it tradition, but when you think about what goes on with Samsung, their phone, some people say it has a plasticky feel to it. I could say, this is no different. So unlike some of the other phones, like the HTC Thunderbolt or some of the Motorola phones like the Photon, it does feel plasticky. But that's something that is easily overcome as you put a case on the actual phone. So this is your Samsung Galaxy S from a Sprint. It was just released today. So if you're interested in the phone, or you do purchase the phone, please leave your comments on YouTube or on tabletsforme.com. We will do further comparisons because this phone does have a new version of the TouchWiz interface. So we'll take a look at the actual experience, what has changed with TouchWiz, and how does it compare again to the ruling, I would say, champion of smartphones, the iPhone, and see how does it compare as an Android device. So I hope you enjoy this review. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them online, either on YouTube or tabletsforme.com. Thanks for watching.